Today's video topic is worrying. Financial censorship is a problem that has been haunting people who like to own things or save money. And don't worry, because this video will discuss a possible solution, so you can protect yourself. Bitcoin is a very effective way to do this. But what is Bitcoin's role in the fight against financial censorship? The modern financial system, which is centralized and highly controlled by governments and large corporations, is facing increasing criticism. One of the most worrying issues is financial censorship, or debanking, a phenomenon in which individuals and companies are arbitrarily excluded from the banking system, with accounts frozen and transactions made impossible. This scenario puts at risk not only economic independence, but also the rights and freedoms of millions of people. In this context, Bitcoin emerges as a revolutionary solution, offering a decentralized alternative to protect wealth against censorship and ensure greater financial autonomy. This article explores the impact of debanking, the role of Bitcoin as a tool of resistance, and criticisms of traditional solutions, while discussing the Swan Bitcoin platform as a bridge to the safe adoption of this disruptive technology. As everyone knows, financial censorship is not a new concept. It occurs when governments or corporations use their control over financial systems to exclude individuals or organizations. The justification can vary: political reasons, economic sanctions, alleged violations of financial laws, or even the expression of opinions contrary to the status quo. Real-world examples include political activists having their bank accounts frozen, non-governmental organizations facing financial restrictions for operating in authoritarian regimes, and businesses being cut off from the financial system for challenging large corporations or governments. This directly impacts the ability of these individuals and organizations to survive and thrive. Debanking turns financial access into a weapon of control. It not only financially destabilizes those affected, but also sends a clear message. Disagreeing with or opposing the established power can result in economic isolation. And this was done to control people with low purchasing power, generally those who are not involved in the game. And for those who don't know, if you have less than $100 million, you're not involved in the game. And so that questions like, what is debankment? Don't get stuck in your head. I'll explain it so that we are at the same level of knowledge. The term debankment describes the arbitrary removal of individuals or companies from the banking system, preventing access to essential financial services such as bank accounts, payments, and transfers. In an increasingly digitalized economy, being excluded from the financial system is like being excluded from society. Imagine a store that relies on digital payments and suddenly loses its bank account without warning, or an activist who can't fund their cause because their account has been frozen. In both cases, the shutdown not only causes financial harm, but also restricts freedom of speech and the ability to operate. While governments often justify debanking as a tool against financial crime, fraud, or money laundering, the risk of abuse is high. Without transparent oversight, debanking can be used to silence dissenting voices and reinforce centralized power structures. And whether you like it or not, this leaves people who are not involved in the game subject to the whims of those who pull the strings of the banking system. So what can you do to avoid playing this game? Before I continue, I need to pay my bills, so I'll post a quick announcement. Have you ever seen a watch that is much more than a timekeeper? Discover the Nixie Tube watch, a perfect fusion of past and future. Made with vintage 1970s technology, each Nixie Tube displays numbers in a mesmerizing spectacle of light and retro design. It's more than just a clock. It's art, a conversation starter, and a piece of history. If you love exclusivity, this clock is for you. A rare item, designed for those who want to stand out and transform any space into something truly unique. It's the perfect gift for tech enthusiasts, interior design lovers, or anyone who deserves something unforgettable. But be careful. This watch is a limited edition and will only be available for a short period of time. Don't miss out on the chance to take this unique piece home with you. Turn time into style. Click the link in the description and get your Nixie Tube clock today. Now, let's go back to the video. How does Bitcoin solve this problem? Bitcoin offers a unique and powerful solution to debanking. Unlike the traditional financial system, Bitcoin is decentralized and self-custodial. This means that no single entity, be it a government, bank, or corporation, can control or censor its use. When a person owns Bitcoin, they store their funds in a digital wallet accessed by a private key. Without this key, no one can access or freeze the funds. This model eliminates the reliance on financial intermediaries and gives the individual full control over their wealth. Furthermore, Bitcoin operates on a global blockchain network, where all transactions are recorded transparently and immutably. This prevents any attempts to manipulate or censor the network, making it resistant to attacks and interference. Why traditional solutions don't work. Traditional alternatives, such as keeping cash at home or investing in physical assets like gold or art, can be effective against financial censorship. While these strategies may offer some level of protection, they have serious limitations. Keeping cash at home, for example, is risky due to theft and disasters. Furthermore, physical money loses value quickly in high inflation scenarios. Investing in gold or art, on the other hand, can be useful as a store of value, but both are difficult to transport, store, and convert into immediate liquidity. To some extent, any physical asset is at risk of being confiscated by the state, but not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is portable, highly liquid, and can be transferred anywhere in the world in minutes. It combines the durability of gold with the convenience of digital cash, making it a superior solution in terms of accessibility and censorship protection. Despite its advantages, Bitcoin faces certain challenges. It is always very important to study Bitcoin to know what you are doing, so that you do not lose your assets due to lack of knowledge. Now, imagine a world where you no longer need to rely on intermediaries to manage your money. A world where you are the sole custodian and owner of your financial assets, without the need to trust banks or institutions that can, for any reason, restrict your access or control your transactions. This is the core of the self-custody revolution brought about by Bitcoin, a paradigm shift that is transforming the way we think about financial ownership and control. Self-custody, in the context of Bitcoin, means that you are the sole custodian of your own digital coins. Unlike a traditional bank account, where the bank holds the records of your transactions and has the power to freeze or close your account, with Bitcoin you own the private keys that give you access to your funds. These keys are like ultra-secure passwords that ensure that only you can move your money. If you lose this key, unfortunately, you will lose access to your Bitcoins permanently. On the other hand, if someone tries to steal your keys, Bitcoin still remains secure thanks to its strong cryptography. This financial autonomy brings with it a number of benefits that go beyond simple protection against censorship. First, self-custody empowers the individual, giving them full control over their assets without relying on third parties. This is especially significant in contexts where the financial stability of institutions is questionable or where there is a real risk of undue government intervention. In situations of economic instability or political crises, the ability to hold and manage one's own resources independently is invaluable. Additionally, self-custody fosters a new mindset of financial responsibility. With full control comes the need for more informed and conscious management of one's assets. This encourages users to learn more about digital security, safe storage practices, and the importance of protecting their private keys. This financial education is a crucial step towards a more informed population prepared to navigate the complex world of modern finance. Bitcoin's decentralization also means that it is available to anyone, anywhere in the world, without the barriers that traditional financial systems impose. In countries where banking infrastructure is limited or where economic sanctions restrict access to financial services, Bitcoin offers a viable and accessible alternative. It allows individuals to participate fully in the global economy, without being excluded or discriminated against based on external factors. Another revolutionary aspect of self-custody is the cost reduction and efficiency of financial transactions. Without the need for intermediaries, transaction fees can be significantly lower, and transfers can be completed in a matter of minutes, regardless of geographical boundaries. This not only makes Bitcoin an attractive option for fast and cheap international transfers, but also opens the door to new forms of business and financial interactions that were previously unfeasible. However, this revolution is not without its challenges. The responsibility that comes with self-custody can be a stumbling block for many. Managing your own private keys requires a level of diligence and knowledge that can be intimidating to those who are not tech-savvy. Furthermore, losing a private key results in the irreversible loss of access to funds, a reality that can be devastating for many. Despite these challenges, the trend is clear. Self-custody is becoming an increasingly common practice among Bitcoin enthusiasts and those seeking greater control over their finances. Platforms like Swan Bitcoin are emerging as facilitators of this transition, offering tools and resources that make acquiring and storing Bitcoin more accessible and secure for the general public. Swan Bitcoin, for example, simplifies the process of purchasing Bitcoin, allowing users to acquire the cryptocurrency regularly and consistently, promoting the habit of investing in a disciplined manner. In addition, the platform offers secure storage solutions, ensuring that users can protect their private keys without the need for advanced technical knowledge. This democratizes access to self-custody, making it a viable option for a wider audience. But the true power of self-custody lies in its ability to transform the relationship between individuals and their finances. It breaks down the barriers imposed by centralized systems and creates an environment where financial freedom is not just an abstract concept, but a tangible reality. With Bitcoin, decentralization is not just a technical feature, but an ideal that promotes freedom, privacy, and individual autonomy. As more people embrace Bitcoin and understand the benefits of self-custody, we are witnessing a significant cultural shift. Reliance on financial intermediaries is decreasing, and trust is shifting to technologies that offer security, transparency, and direct control. This is a crucial step towards a more fair and equitable financial system, where every individual has the ability to manage their own wealth without fear of outside interference. In short, the self-custody revolution is redefining the concept of financial ownership and control in the 21st century. Bitcoin, with its decentralized and self-custodial nature, offers a robust and effective solution to financial censorship and debanking. While other traditional solutions present limitations and risks, Bitcoin stands out as a superior alternative, providing security, accessibility, and autonomy to individuals and businesses around the world. The Swan Bitcoin platform and others like it play a vital role in this process, facilitating adoption and ushering in a new era of financial freedom. As we move forward, self-custody will continue to be a key pillar in the fight against financial censorship, empowering individuals to protect their wealth and preserve their economic independence in an increasingly centralized and controlled world. The depth of self-custody in everyday financial life. Let's dive a little deeper into the impact of self-custody on people's everyday lives. Think about all the situations where you rely on others to access your own money. From withdrawing cash from an ATM to making online payments, every financial interaction involves some level of intermediary that can potentially interfere with or restrict your access to your own funds. With Bitcoin, these barriers are eliminated. Imagine being in a country where, for political reasons, you are considered a threat by the government. Your bank accounts could be frozen at any time, leaving you without access to your own funds. With Bitcoin, you have the ability to access and move your wealth independently, without the need for approval or authorization from any centralized entity. This not only protects your financial freedom, but also gives you the peace of mind that you have full control over your own assets. Additionally, self-custody fosters a mindset of greater responsibility and care for your own assets. Instead of blindly trusting institutions that may fail or act against your interests, you take direct control of your financial security. This encourages more vigilant and proactive behavior towards protecting your assets, encouraging the adoption of safe practices such as using cold wallets to store your private keys offline and protect it from hackers. And before we continue, I'm going to ask you to leave your like, so that this video can alert and save more people. Have you done so? Then we can continue. And if we go deeper, we can think about what are the social and economic impacts of self-custody of Bitcoins. The mass adoption of self-custody has the potential to bring about profound transformation not only at the individual level, but also across the broader social and economic landscape. By decentralizing financial control, Bitcoin challenges traditional power structures and offers a viable alternative for financial inclusion. In underbanked or unbanked communities, Bitcoin can be a powerful tool for economic inclusion. People who previously did not have access to traditional banking services can now participate in the global economy through their digital wallets. This not only facilitates financial transactions, but also opens doors to investment opportunities and economic growth that were previously unattainable for many. At a macroeconomic level, the growing adoption of Bitcoin could influence monetary and fiscal policies. Governments may be forced to reconsider their approach to cryptocurrencies as demand for decentralized alternatives continues to grow. This could lead to a healthier balance between regulation and innovation, where financial authorities recognize the value of cryptocurrencies while establishing clear guidelines for their safe and responsible use. And stopping to think about what are the technical and educational challenges of self-custody. Despite the numerous advantages, the transition to self-custody presents significant challenges, especially with regard to education and technical infrastructure. Many individuals are still unfamiliar with the basic concepts of Bitcoin and self-custody, which may be a barrier to its widespread adoption. Swan Bitcoin, for example, not only makes it easy to buy and store Bitcoin, but also invests in financial education, helping users better understand how to protect their assets and manage their private keys securely. This is crucial, as self-custody requires a level of due diligence and knowledge that not everyone currently possesses. Furthermore, the technical infrastructure that supports self-custody is still under development. More user-friendly and accessible solutions are being created to make the process of managing private keys less intimidating. How important is self-custody culture and the Bitcoin community? Another important aspect of the self-custody revolution is the formation of a culture and community around this practice. The Bitcoin community is known for its collaborative and educational spirit, fostering an environment where new users are encouraged to learn and protect themselves from financial and security risks. This culture of knowledge sharing and mutual support is essential to the sustainable expansion of Bitcoin as a tool for financial freedom. Events such as meetups, conferences, and workshops are common, where enthusiasts and experts gather to discuss security best practices, new technological innovations, and strategies for maximizing the benefits of self-custody. Additionally, there are plenty of online resources, including tutorials, forums, and social media channels dedicated to educating and supporting new users on the journey to becoming self-custodial. This community also plays a crucial role in defending Bitcoin against attempts at censorship and control. Activists and developers within the Bitcoin community work tirelessly to improve the security and privacy of the network, developing new technologies and protocols that strengthen Bitcoin's resilience against outside interference. This collective effort not only increases the robustness of the network, but also instills confidence in users, demonstrating that Bitcoin is a living, breathing tool for financial freedom. Innovation and the future of Bitcoin self-custody. The future of self-custody in Bitcoin looks promising, but it also requires constant innovation and adaptation. Technologies like the Lightning Network are being developed to improve the scalability and efficiency of transactions, making Bitcoin even more accessible and practical for everyday use. Enhanced security solutions like multi-sig wallets and key recovery systems are making self-custody more secure and easier to manage for everyday users. Additionally, the integration of decentralized identity solutions can help balance privacy with the need for regulatory compliance, facilitating Bitcoin's adoption in an increasingly regulated environment. Such innovations are essential to ensuring that Bitcoin remains an effective tool against financial censorship while adapting to the demands and challenges of an ever-changing world. Ongoing education and community support will also be crucial to the success of self-custody. Initiatives that aim to educate the public on security best practices, the importance of self-custody, and the benefits of Bitcoin as a store of value are key to fostering broader and more informed adoption. The importance of Swan Bitcoin. For those looking to adopt Bitcoin safely and efficiently, platforms like Swan Bitcoin play a crucial role. They provide tools for purchasing and storing Bitcoin, as well as educating users on security practices and self-custody. Swan Bitcoin simplifies the purchasing process, making Bitcoin more accessible to both beginners and experienced investors. The future of Bitcoin in fighting censorship. As financial censorship becomes more prevalent, Bitcoin's role as a tool for financial freedom becomes more apparent. Its ability to operate outside the control of governments and corporations makes it a viable solution for individuals and organizations looking to protect their wealth and independence. So keep going. We have a way out of all this. I'm making this video so that people renew their hopes, and so that they continue to believe in a better future. The future of freedom depends on Bitcoin, and for you to be free too, you need to know about Bitcoin. So to learn more, I will leave a video here on the screen. Click on the video and don't waste time.